Shripad Rajam Sharanam Prapadhe. We will learn about a wrestler, Kulashekhar, in the chapter 12 of Shripad Shri Vallabh Charitramritam. Shri Subbaiah Shreshti had a unique style of explaining any topic. He declared that Shripad Shri Vallabh was none other than Lord Venkatesha himself, and in the Kali Yuga he was to incarnate as Kalki Avatar. Lord Brahma has granted everyone a lifespan of 120 years in Kali Yuga. But it is not necessary that each one of us will survive up to 120 years. He has given us breath equivalent to what can be inhaled or exhaled up to 120 years. People who are restless, hot-tempered, wicked, hyperactive and always sorrowful will end their breath sooner. For breathing technique, our organs should be maintained well. Many yogis store the air in their bodies and keep circulating the same within. Thus, they can have the breath of life for a longer duration. The tortoise is an animal which breathes very slowly and so can live up to 300 years, whereas the monkey has less mortality due to its hyperactivity. Now, let's see what are the benefits of reading or listening to the biography and miracles of Shripad Shri Vallabh. The biography of Lord Shripad Shri Vallabh is nothing but a manifestation of the divine in the form of a religious and revered book. Every word and every line is empowered with Yoga Shakti and Siddha Shakti, that is, the power to attain success in any endeavor. The reader, listener or seeker attains bliss as he is attracted to the epitome of all divinity, Lord Shripada, who is in the human form. After the regular cyclic reading or the Parayan of this biography, one should feed 11 holy persons or at least donate an amount equivalent to that to any religious place. The donor gets health and prosperity in doing so. This act not only invokes blessing of the holy persons in the form of peace, prosperity and luxurious lifestyle, but also accelerates the spiritual progress. Certain invisible and non-explainable or inexpressive seeds of spiritual vibrations develop into a great spiritual tree. For instance, during their exile, Draupadi, the wife of the Pandavas, did not have food to offer Lord Shri Krishna. She then offered only one grain of rice. Shri Krishna accepted it and was able to feed Durvasa Rishi and his 10,000 disciples simultaneously with that grain. This is due to nothing but a rapid growth of one's spiritual energy. Once, Shri Krishna and Sudama, who were staying in Sandipani Rishi's ashram, went to the forest to collect wood and grass. Shri Krishna was tired, so he placed his head on Sudama's lap and lay down to take rest. Sudama was hungry. Guru Mata, that is Sandipani Rishi's wife, had given some rice flakes for both of them. But Sudama ate all of it, keeping nothing for Krishna. The consequence of this was that for 18 years he had to face poverty and misery in life. He also took up the chanting of Vishnu Sahasranam, that is 1000 names of Lord Vishnu, but to no avail. Ultimately, it was Krishna who showered his grace on Sudama and rid him of all miseries. When Sudama, on the insistence of his wife, said to meet Krishna to help him get rid of his poverty-stricken life, his wife packed some rice flakes or poha for him to offer Krishna. Krishna ate it and blessed him with riches and luxuries. Shri Krishna then asked Sudama to put his head on his lap and lie down. He then pressed Sudama's feet and removed the thorns that had pricked Sudama's feet. Lord Shripad thus indicated that the fruits of one's action or karma, good or bad, will have to be borne. When Lord Shripad was about 4 years of age, there came a wrestler Kulashekhar to win a wrestling challenge with the locals of Pithikapur. He was a devotee of Saptagiri Balaji. The wrestlers of Pithikapur were confident of their losing the match against him. Some of them were devotees of Lord Shripada. They approached Shripada to find a way out of this challenge. He asked him to be fearless. There was a handicapped and a physically crooked man Bhima at Pithikapur, and he was an ardent devotee of Lord Shripada. He was crooked at 8 places in his body like Ashtavakra, and he was weak too. He used to plead Lord Shripada to rid him of his misery. The Lord replied, "You will be fine, but let the right time come." He now instructed Bhima to take up the wrestling challenge against Kulashekhar. The wrestling match began. With every attack of Kulashekhar, Bhima was getting stronger and his physical disabilities also were disappearing. It was indeed surprising that wherever he would hit Bhima, he, that is Kulashekhar, would get hurt on his body at the same place and with the same impact. Finally, Kulashekhar got tired and surrendered to Lord Shripad. Shripada said, Kulashekhar, the human body has 108 energy or pressure points, which is called the Marmasthan. Bhima's unflinching faith in me protects him. You have gathered nothing but pride. In return, today onwards, you will get all of Bhima's disabilities in you. Bhima has become stronger due to your forceful attacks on him. The gracious Lord Shripada then appeared in front of Kulashekhar as Lord Venkatesha. Thus, Lord Shripada's miracles are indescribable. To walk on the path towards him should be one's ultimate goal. The chapter ends here, benefiting us with good health. May Lord Shripad bless us all. Shripad Rajam Sharanam Prapadhe.